Today I'm going to be telling you about character virtues. So, character virtues. I chose self-defeat. Self-defeat is basically getting over your greatest downfall. I'm going to choose my mother. For example, of self-defeat is going to be, say you think you're overweight. That causes low self-esteem, and that's going to cause you to think poorly of yourself and therefore cause a lot of issues internally and health issues. Also, there's multiple others. Say you think you're ugly or anything else like that. That's basically going to tell you, like, it's going to bring down your self-esteem, and it's going to be a downfall of your personality. Basically, you're going to make jokes about yourself, and they're actually going to be true. You're going to be your own worst enemy. So this ties into my mom, because my mom had a really rough childhood growing up with my grandfather. He called her fat, he called her lazy, he told her she was worthless. He said a lot of bad things about her, and we have later found out that my grandfather is actually diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and we didn't know that back then. And so my mom and my aunt and my grandmother took a lot of what he said to heart, and now we know as a family unit that he just had a condition. My mom chose to use meth at age 14. She used it, she thought she was going to use it for weight loss. That was her main goal. We obviously know meth destroys everything. It's not just going to help you with weight loss. But she went on using that until she met my father at age 20, who was actually a meth dealer. And so I happened. Then shortly after that, my mom cheated on my father with my brother's father, and then come my brother Nathan. My mom was married. We were in a family unit for about 13 years to my stepdad, and so it was me, my mom, my brother, and my stepdad. And then shortly after that 13 years, they decided to split up, and my mom went off the deep end. She chose the drugs instead of a family unit, basically, and went off on her own little excursions. Later kind of found out that she was on the Oregon's top 10 most wanted list. She went through this lifestyle and carried it on until the police finally picked her up. And after they picked her up, we've moved into her drug program, which helps her on her journey to self-defeat. She contacted me a couple times when she first got into the drug program, but I was a teenager, so I just blew her off. And then I went and joined the Air Force, which I served in. And right shortly after my 21st birthday, I came home on military leave, and I noticed a new woman. It wasn't the same woman that I knew before. She went on to tell me that she completed the drug program and that I was her inspiration for actually flushing the drugs down the toilet. My mom finally chose self-defeat from a drug that controlled her from age 14 to 41 years old. Now she's clean for 4 years, which I'm so proud of her for that. My mom chose self-defeat as her best character virtue because she took what was her downfall in using methamphetamines and defeated it completely.